So you want to be a TikTok creator. That's awesome. There is something great about turning your passion into a full-time income as a content creator, and TikTok is by far the fastest way to do it. But it's also really easy to get stuck in that 200 view jail. So let me tell you about what I would do if I was starting on TikTok. I'm going to share 5 strategies with you, and I'm going to make them super simple and easy and quick, so that way when you're done watching this video, you can go and start implementing them immediately. And they all tie into each other, but the last one is really important, so make sure you watch until the end. Let's start with number 1. You need to use the correct settings so TikTok knows who to show your content to before you ever start posting. This is one of the things that I screwed up when I was first starting out. I didn't get very many views, and I definitely wasn't getting many followers because I didn't set things up correctly from the start. I wasn't doing the stuff I'm about to show you to optimize your account, and so my views just weren't that big. But with my main account, when I started it and did everything correctly from the beginning, I started getting views right away. I think one of my early videos, like one of my first half dozen videos, had over 10,000 views, and I was getting followers immediately. I was growing pretty quickly, and a big part of that was because I had the correct settings right from the start. I was making sure that I had everything turned off, so none of my content was getting recommended to anyone on my contact list. It wasn't being shown to my friends or my family or anything like that, which is important because your friends, your family, they don't care about the topic of your videos. We don't want our content to be shown to them because they are not our ideal audience, and although they may love us and support us, they aren't going to watch our videos the whole way through, and it's going to hurt our views. We only want the algorithm to know the information that we give it, so it shows our videos to the right people that will watch those videos so we can get those bigger views and have a chance to go viral. So the first thing we're going to do is go up to this little hamburger menu in the top right, and we're going to click on settings and privacy, and we are going to go down to privacy. And what we want to do here, first off, we don't want to make it a private account. We want it public. We want to be able to get discovered. So we're going to leave that unchecked like it is showing here. And then we're going to go down to suggest your content to others. And what we want to do is just turn off every single one of these. We don't want our stuff being shown to the contacts on our phone. We don't want our content being shown to those Facebook friends. Just turn it all off. That way the algorithm has to do the work. Like, they don't get to be lazy and show it to people we already know. They have to go out and find the people that are interested in the topic of the videos that we are creating. Once you've done that, go back and you're going to go here to sync contacts with Facebook friends. And okay, it's already off here, but you definitely want to turn these off. And if you have that ability to like remove previously synced contacts, definitely go and do that. Once you've done all that, we're going to go ahead and back out. And the next thing we're going to do is click on account. And the big thing here is we want to make sure that we have a personal account or creator account. This is the default when you create a TikTok account. So if you see here where it says switch to business account, do not touch that. We do not want a business account. Even if you are a business owner like me, you do not want to use a business account. You need to use a personal account. And the big reason is because personal accounts are able to use those trending commercial sounds, and that is going to be part of our strategy. It's going to be one of the multiple content types that we are going to use to grow and monetize our account. The one drawback is that a business account gets a link in their bio right from the beginning, whereas a personal account, you have to get to 1,000 contacts. But here's the deal. Even if you're trying to sell something, you do want that link in your bio. But if you don't have 1,000 followers and don't have that link anyway, like, you ain't selling nothing. So don't worry about it. Let's focus on the growth and learning how to get the followers, how to get the views, and how to drive traffic to the link. And by the time you get to 1,000 followers, which you will very fast with this video, you are going to be able to then sell stuff out of that link easily. So it's worth the wait to use that personal account and learn how to grow and put your focus there first. The next thing I would do if I was starting on TikTok is I would just ignore the views and focus on posting daily. This is important on so many levels, and I think one of the best things I did when I was getting started is I just focused on showing up and posting every single day without fail, no matter what it took. I just didn't care about my views at first. I mean, like, I cared about them. I wanted my videos to do well, but I was way more focused on just showing up, posting a video every single day, and developing that habit. Because becoming a content creator is hard, but when you develop that habit of posting every single day, it becomes so much easier to grow, and those views will start to come naturally. And now that I know more about the TikTok algorithm, I realize that the consistency of posting every single day for a long period of time without missing a single day actually helped me get more views, because the TikTok algorithm was actually prioritizing my videos over the videos of other creators that were less consistent. This is one of the cool things about the TikTok algorithm. If you just show up and post every single day, you are going to be rewarded with increased views just for being a reliable creator that's contributing to the platform. So make sure that you're showing up every single day, and don't worry about post times either. They do not matter. Just pick a time that you're going to post every single day and use it as an accountability tool. I like to post at 7 p.m. because that's when people are sitting down for the evening on the couch, watching TV, scrolling on their phone, and it created this incentive for me to get my work done and record and post earlier in the day. That way I didn't have to spend the evening when I should be sitting down with my family trying to catch up and get it done. A little bonus tip, there are 2 big mindset shifts that you should adopt if you want to be successful on TikTok and make this a full-time thing. Because this is what separates the big-time creators creators from the people that never make it. First, you need to make sure you're setting action-based goals instead of result-based goals. And what this means is that it's better to set goals like I'm going to spend 10 to 15 minutes per day doing content research every single day, or I'm going to post every single day, instead of how many views or followers you want to get. You want your goals to be focused on the actions that are going to produce the actual results. Because at the end of the day, the views and the followers are somewhat out of your control. All you can do is judge yourself based on whether you showed up and took the actions that you needed to do to be successful. And it's going to be a heck of a lot better for your mental health too, because you're not going to be riding that emotional roller coaster of views and followers. So create lots of videos, learn as you go, and if you do that, the views are going to come. And do not blame the algorithm if your views are low. This is the second and most important mindset shift that you can make. The algorithm is not working against you. You are not shadow banned. In fact, the algorithm is doing everything it can to work in your favor and show your videos to the people that are most likely to watch them, so you can get that watch time and grow and go viral. Instead of getting upset because you made the same kind of video as this other dude did and he got 10,000 views and you only got 200 views, go study his video. Try to figure out, did they have a better hook? Did they use text on screen or a story to keep people engaged? Study your best videos and the successful videos of other creators to figure out what works so you can learn and improve your content. One last thing here. For the love of all that is good and holy, do not delete your videos even if they have low views. Nobody is scrolling through your page and judging you for the videos that have low views. They don't care. You are the only person that cares that your video got 200 views. But when you delete your videos, you are shooting yourself in the foot. Not only are you deleting data that's going to help the TikTok algorithm figure out what your content's about and who to show it to, that way you can get more views in the future, but you're going to start looking like a spammer, and that is going to negatively impact your views. The third thing I would do is create a weekly routine. Y'all, this one is important. You have to ask yourself whether this is a hobby or you want to do this thing for real, and make sure that your actions are reflecting your goal. If you want to do this thing, then do it right. Take it seriously and treat it like a business. There's two things that I recommend you do. First, you need to have a posting cadence, and I recommend that you have a range for how many videos you're going to post every single day. Instead of saying, I'm going to post 3 times a day to grow as fast as possible, just commit to posting at least once per day and as many as 3 times per day. Then you can post more videos on the days that you have the energy and you're feeling motivated, and on the days that you're just not feeling it, you don't want to do it, you can just post that one video and at least you showed up and kept the streak alive. But on the days that you're feeling motivated and you record multiple videos, I would strongly consider saving a couple of them back, keeping them in the drafts for those days when things happen or you just don't have the time or you don't feel like recording, because then at least you have something to post and you don't have to rush or put out something that's not good. Or worse, not post anything and kill that streak of consistency that you've been working so hard to build. My second recommendation is for those of you that want to level up as a creator and take more of a business mindset. And the way we do that is by starting to batch similar tasks together on theme days. That way we can be more efficient with our time. The idea here is to look at your calendar and start blocking out time for different tasks. For example, you might have a day that you record all of your videos for the week, another day for uploading and editing your content, and another for content research and scripting your videos. Now, this kind of weekly content routine may not be for everybody, but if you're like me and you thrive in structure and knowing exactly what you're going to do on a given day, it's worth trying out. Number 4, I would have niched down way sooner. If we go back to when I started on TikTok, I only did it because I had clients that I was running paid advertising for, and they were wanting to build an audience with organic content, so that way they had that stream of traffic to sell their coaching and their digital products as well. So I just started posting on TikTok with no real plan, just to figure out the platform. So what that meant was I was just creating content about anything and everything that I've learned about online business and social media in the 10 years that I've been an online business owner, and I really didn't grow as fast as I could have. Now, I still grew fast. I went from 0 to 10,000 followers in under 60 days, but since then, I've had clients that have been able to grow way faster because we've taken a more focused approach. So if I was starting again, the first thing I would do is figure out what is it that I want to sell, and then I would build all of my TikTok content around that. I would take my course or my coaching service and I would start making all of my TikTok content help my viewers with the same things that my clients were struggling with and that I help with inside of my program. And if you don't have a product or service yet, that's totally fine. You just need to start with this question. What do I want to be known for? Which is really just saying, what is the problem that people are struggling with that you are going to help them solve? For me, it's TikTok. So if somebody is at a conference and they're sitting at the bar talking about how they're struggling to grow and make money off of TikTok, and one of my audience members is sitting there, they're going to say, well, hey, you need to go talk to Mike, or at least you need to watch his videos because he can fix that for you. So figure out what it is that you want to be known for. And then after you've done that, figure out who is that person that you're helping. Thinking about that ideal viewer and what they need help with and the questions that they're asking when you're trying to develop video ideas is not only going to make your videos way more valuable, but it's also going to lead to a lot more views and growth. And then once you have all that figured out, you can create some content pillars. These are just 3 to 4 core topics that you're going to talk about in every single one of your videos to help your audience. For example, my content pillars are going to be be how to grow and make money on TikTok. And then I'm going to share my journey as I'm growing this YouTube channel, because I know that a lot of my audience that's trying to grow on TikTok wants to eventually create a YouTube channel as well. And then I'm going to share how to create and sell digital products, because I know it's one of the best ways to make a bunch of money, even if you have a small audience, and it can eventually lead to passive income. So decide on a couple of content pillars, and don't stress, you can change these later, but it's going to make it so much easier to come up with content ideas and grow on TikTok. Number 5, you need to do a mix of content. There's not a single right way to grow on TikTok, and you need to experiment with different types of content and lengths of videos to figure out what works best for you and your audience. Here are the 3 types of content that I would focus on. The first is evergreen content. This is your searchable content. It's the stuff that doesn't rely on trends or trending sounds, and it's going to provide the most value to your audience. Evergreen content is the stuff that is always going to be good. You can batch a bunch of videos and you can post them a few days from now, a few months from now, a year from now, and it's still going to help your audience out. This video I'm doing right now is a perfect example of evergreen content. Now, this type of content is usually going to be your minute-plus videos, but you should also be experimenting with 30 to 45-second videos. And the reason for this is because not every video needs to be monetizable. There is still a lot of value in shorter videos, because they might get better watch time and get a bunch of views that brings a bunch of new eyeballs to your account, creates followers, and creates people that are more likely to watch your long videos so you can earn that money. Similar to our next type of content, which I call viral content. These are going to be your trends, and the best example are the 5 to 8 second videos with text on screen that use trending sounds. I love these videos. I do. They can provide a ton of value to your audience. They can motivate, they can inspire, they can educate, and the best part is they are stupid easy to make. There's nothing like throwing up a random B-roll video from your phone, slapping some text on it, putting a trending sound, and watching that thing get tens of thousands of views. Not only are these videos easy to make, they are the most likely ones to get the big views when you are first starting out. Your 1 minute plus educational content is not going to get more than 200 to 500 views early on. You have to learn that skill. You have to learn how to create hooks and retain viewers. But your viral content can help you get those initial views and followers and start growing your account while you're figuring out what works and starting to study the platform, and they're going to make it easier for you to stay consistent early on. Finally, we have depth content. And these videos are all about building a relationship with your audience, letting them get to know you so that way they like you and want to watch all of your videos. Now, this type of content will not get as many views, but that's okay, because it's going to create fans that watch 100% of every single video you post, and that's going to mean a lot more views in the future. Examples of depth content are going to be when you just kind of spontaneously turn on the camera and you tell a story, something that happened in your day, you share a little bit behind the scenes, or you inspire and motivate your audience to take action. The other type of content that I almost forgot to mention is going to be landscape video. This is when you produce a horizontal video that's over a minute long. And what's cool about it is that TikTok is actually going to boost your views. They, no kidding, have a feature called Video Views Booster that only applies to these horizontal or landscape videos that are over a minute long. And there's a lot that goes into this, so just watch this video if you want all the nitty-gritty details. The important thing that I want to leave you with here is that you need to be creating a mix of all these content types and video lengths. And you need to do it with the full knowledge and understanding that not every video will go viral, and that's okay. Each of these different types of content serves a specific purpose, and we need to keep that in mind and set our expectations accordingly when it comes to views. Your evergreen and depth content are not going to get the views when you're first starting out, but it's important that you do them anyway. And eventually, those longer evergreen videos are going to pick up steam and will be able to go viral, and that's when you're really going to be able to cash in on the TikTok Creator Rewards program. Now that you know all of this, your next step is to watch this video about how to grow on TikTok. It's basically a free step-by-step 30-minute course on how to grow as quickly as possible.